bwazimbibwa nga kumbali kwako kuliko amaddi agalegamaku ensiri dibaluma nibo nantambwire mu kunabo yakola nti abantu babaweebwa obutimba so TD oba ku budget supplementary budget oba gwe yalagira oba gwe yawa directive oba ne sente ne died zirawo oba sente dafuluma nga tikyakolebwa aye abantu bakalifuna butimba ate nga tuli kusuubira singa lockdown yeba yeyongeireyo directive eyo n'abatekyuse abantu abadde kusigala nga basula mu butalo obwo obuli obutalo obwo waliwo obutalo obunene obwazimbibwa waliwo n'obutalo obutono ate kabiri ekyenda okubutalo obutono abantu batandise okweyirayo maka gaibwe koza onalanga embeera gye balimu babasuubiza obutimba ayitibwaida so ndisaba ensonga eyo ekolebweku abakungu besigemaku abannayuganda bano bayikiriza aye ate omuntu watuuka akaseera nga kiyeikiriza n'essuubi lyalinamu babe n'essuubi mu bigambo bakale n'essuubi n'abandi babe n'essuubi aye eri abatandise okuba ate nga baweesa essuubi ti omukulembeze wanga atukoba twawulira yabaaku ne byatusuubiza so ebisuubizo by'omukulembeze titwiddiwe bituuka wagati awo so gwesigemaku webanga ebisuubizo by'omukulembeze we biba biddanga binootuukirizibwa nga kye twabona kyakuba nti natomeire embuzi yoole esente daidirawo twadibona kitegeeza nti alina omutima n'ogwa abasuubuzi abasula mu katale oba yayogera ku nsonga y'obutimba please ensonga eyo webanga yakolebwako ekolebweku bamaama abo tubenda ino n'abandi kubaami abakola mu butale omwo waire nga waliwo akandi ku katale kenfunye okuolunaku olwaleero akisale butyene ensonga eri oti buli eri mu butale bwona obutale buno bwazimbibwa gavumenti mulimu etooyedde okusasulira public toilets era abasuubuzi be badisasuliranga nga bakola n'abandi ku bantu abedda mu butale abantu batandise osula mu butale aye era balina okuba ate nga basasulira tooyo edo budi sente edo diri wagati w'enusu ebiri n'enusu ebisatu tyenze nsijja eno diipu okukwinonolaye kyeni kwenda okulaga kiri nti omuntu alisula awantu emirundi gyagyo esaidi eyo gisobamu okujabaira ajjangayo nga alikolera obukolere lwaki authorities eddendawulo municipal councils eddendawulo town councils eddendawulo timusooka nimutoolawo musolo guno timusooka nimutoolawo esente dinedde okusasulira abantu bano nti omuntu alikola talikola magoba atyamu okuva ku nkyo abasinga baleeta amatooke gaaye nga bava mu katale bayirayo tibakasitookinga gandi motoka denabona nga direeta amatooke ku butale edisinga tikadibona abantu baleeta emmere enkalu gye bakatunda kuuku n'abantu abagigula bali eyo benda tibasobola atuuka mu kibuga meaning nti abantu abali mu katale baliwo for survival kusigala nga bakakuumirawo kasente ka capital baleme kujakalira mu kyalo aye asigala nga expenditure gyali kutaaku expenditure aningi inu ku income yeso oyinza okuba nti tooyedde tudiniriza era twetaaga esente tuzira kuku nteekateeka mukaire kano nti ku supplementary yabisibwa okuyanga eyamba ku abantu abannayuganda mukaire kano olwanyisa covid nti municipal council town councils state authorities musobola okuba nga mufunaku esente edde abakozi abo allowance edde abo abakozi abalikola mu butale baba exempted ndowooza naakaire tusobole okuba nga tuba n'omutima ogw'abannayuganda tuleme kuba ate nga tubanununta up to the last man tinimukaire ng'omuntu ali kwingiza ente toligirisaayo olikwenda okusobola okuba ate nga ogiyonkamu chairman wondi kuwa katale ndogere kuku naye olwaleero akusobola okuba ate nga nkuleetera abantu abo abanaabuusa empisa nja kukozesa ndakozesa kunaabuuka mpisa ntalingiramu ku muntu nti ali kuingiza kitono oba alikolera mu losi aye ng'alina okuba ate nga asasula empiya editali ntono nenze ino abannayuganda tusobola okuba nga tukuba pulaani mpulireku ebirowoozo okuvayo muli tuteekereteekere tutya uganda gavumenti yanteekereteekere etya uganda covid-19 ngaawaire kubanga lingirira President Museveni okuba nga ebitruck trailers zidina diri kuingira akalidi koba nti mulekerawo mutayingiririra kitegeeza nti Uganda ebintu ebisinga byetukozesa tibikolebwa munda mu Uganda regardless tulina amakolero mangi aye tulina level yetukaali kutuukaku nti ebintu byetukozesa wetubanga nimukaire akakazigizigi tusobola kweyemerezaawo nga borders diri sealed kitegeeza nti tukaaliino tukeetaaga ey'enkolagana n'amawanga agandi tukeetaaga okusubula cross borders then bwe tuba mukaire ng'abannayuganda mu bitundu byonna byonna eby'endawulo amadi gaye kutona covid atuwagaine nga amaadi gali kutoona nti omuntu asobola osimba ekintu ekyandu yasobola okuba ate ngaalya yaleka kulira ndala nti abanayuganda basinga kulira ndala kibanga kiri kuba akadde eriwe gavumenti gye twesigisa akalulu eriwe omukulembeze okuva ku mukulembeze owa disitulikiti kansala ow'egombolola ow'ekyalo omubaka wa palamenti iwe goba wa minisita n'omukulembeze owanga the top man the president of Uganda kibanga kikugwa kitiri kukubira akadde nti embeera eno erikundaga nti mbeera enzira busobozi oba nina obusobozi butono obusobola okubeesaawo omuntu ono mukaire akakazigizigi kisoboka oba tekisoboka nti weevu eno esobola okukendeera muuku twabaayo oku n'omwezi mulala oba emyezi ebiri ng'embeera ekendeire bwe tuba tukaaliifuna bulezi kiraga nti tukasobola otambula n'ekimbe kino kyatutambuza emyaka oba ebbanga ewanvuku so tusobola otuwamuuku akalembereza twetaayamuuku awo kabi twayagana nga tuzuireyo abantu abandi bwe tubanga naye embeera gye tujja otambuliramu iwe oliteekerateekera abaana nga niwe baaba mu iganga lino erya Uganda pulaani si gy'otairewo ndowooza nti naakaire tusobola okubona nti tubona potential ey'abakulembeze be tujja okuba ate nga tulonda nga tina abakulembeze abatusuubiza ng'otulimira enguudo kyonka aye nga n'omukulembeze alijja okuba ng'alaga ow'omu kibuga atalima ng'osobola okubona okufuna empiiya ng'ofuna embeera gy'osobola okuba ate ng'okulamu waafuna empiiya niiwe ow'omu kyalo olima ng'osobola okulima ekintu ekijja osobola okuba ate nga kikubeesaawo nti iwe gy'okitunda osobola obita ku nguudo enkalamu wakitundayo gy'okitunda wafuna amagoba oba niyo gy'okitunda yabanga eri yabalijja okusobola okukigula ng'ayabalijja okigula tosoose sala across borders kubanga tulina abantu abandi abalimi naye ddona abeere n'abalimi mu disitulikiti eyo Kayunga nga tuli kuwayamu yes disitulikiti ye Kayunga abasinga balima ananasi balima amatooke n'ebintu ebindi aye region izedde dirina ebintu byeddeeronderawo nti dirima ekintu ekyo mu bungi aye nga dibeere dibanga okusuubula bintu ebyo nti batwala ku katala batwale Kampala oba basobola bagemagana n'abantu abatunda ebintu bino mawanga agatulina nga Tanzania Kenya Southern Sudan ne Congo ndisawo nti bali kubitwalayo abantu abo bakoseibwa ino nti abasinga beewola esente nga wena ndi kulaga kulule aye nga tebasobola kuba ate nga badizaawo saawa dino so ekiri kufa mundu ey'omukulembeze ndi kubona abakungu ab'endawulo beemereire balinga bali kujja okwaniriza omukulembeze omukulembeze wuuno ali kutambula ajja kuba ati nga atyama mu ntebe ye alina empapula n'ebiwandiiko kiri kulaga nti mu dakiika mpaweddaga okuva kati anaaba atandika okuba ati nga ayogera diri dakiika 34 ebula 26 okutuuka ku ssaawa 3 adde obwire obw'olunaku luno olwaleero mukulembeze wange alijja kuba ate nga ayogera ayisaba minisita ndimbona mu lukiiko luno minisita ow'ebyobulamu aliwo n'abantu abandi wano guno gulijja ba mulundi gwe13 era ng'eddindi ku nsonga edodde tuli kusuubira okuba ate nga akona ku lockdown eyenako abiri n'endala ewa ku lwaido so omukulembeze wange baavire okwogera olwaleero tuli kusuubira n'ekyo kyona okuba nga kikonaku ensonga y'abadereva ab'ebitwera idda kuba ate ng'ekonebwaku n'ensonga edd'endawulo abannayuganda dde tuli kulingaku nga enkulu abantu abasinga asobola okuba ate nga tudikonaku so isaba minisita alinga ali mu koba nti buli kimu kiri miraala okuba ate nga atandika okwogera so mu maiso awo ndakuba ate nga neeyunga ku mukulembeze ow'eiwanga osobola okuba ate nga otugoberera ku Baba Television ku stream ku Facebook oba ku YouTube www.baba.com osobola okuba ate nga otugoberera wataayo ekibuuzo kyo oba ekiteeso kyo oba ku Twitter osobola okungoberera ku @mwesigwa8 ebindi ku biduwa ebifaana biti bibaayo neno Baba TV ey'obwakyabazinga tunagamba ewa mu kibuga ekyeidinda ate nga ni Baba FM oidda kuba nga ofuna endogera ey'omukulembeze buterevu ffe twewaayo okusobola okuba ate nga tukutuusaako buli kimu zena kansobola okuba ate nga munange mpa akaagaani omukulembeze wange okuba ate nga tutwala mu maiso nze nkaaliwo paka yanaamalira otava ku Baba TV.
COVID-19, which our people have called Senyigo Mukambwe. I liked that translation. You must answer 3 questions. Number 1, is this disease vaccinatable? Can you vaccinate against this disease? Number 2, is it treatable? Can you treat it? Number 3, is it avoidable by behavior? The answer to the 3 questions in the case of COVID-19 is that it seems that eventually all the 3 are possible. It seems eventually it is possible to get a vaccine, to treat, and of course to avoid. However, number 1 is still being worked on, the vaccination. The people in the world are working on it. Even here, we have started trying to develop a vaccine, even here. And many scientists are saying that unlike AIDS, this one may have a vaccine, because AIDS has been quite troublesome because of the behavior of the virus. However, working on the vaccine will take some 18 months. So therefore, the next question you go to is this treatable? Yes, we have actually treated 55 people, and they have recovered and been discharged. Although there is no specific medicine for this virus, but if the body is supported by a number of measures, the body is able to fight off this virus. So in that case, it is treatable, because when you support the body defeats the virus. However, the treatability of this disease seems to depend a lot on the numbers of the infected people remaining small, so that the medical workers concentrate efforts on the patients. That seems to be very, very crucial, that you have smaller numbers which you can concentrate on. The first patient to recover on treatment took 16 days of concentrated attention by our medical workers at Entebbe Hospital. So you can imagine, if you have got like 10,000, each taking 16 days, that will be quite something. This now leads us to the 4th question. Is this disease very infectious? Yes, if you do not take precautions, and no, if you take precautions. That's the answer to the 4th question. Hence, ever since the emergence of the coronavirus threat in March 2020, we started on the prevention by avoiding on a massive scale, and also treatment as we alerted our scientists to start working on the vaccine. That's our strategy. We started with number 3 strategy, avoid. Also, we had some capacity to treat and then to start working on the vaccine. Between the 18th of March and the 30th of March, I announced a total of 35 actions that involved all the 42 million people of Uganda. You remember those, I don't want to repeat all of them, but you remember the big ones. Closing all the education institutions, which accounted for 15 million young Ugandans. That was measure number 1. Number 2, suspending all communal prayers in mosques and churches or in stadiums, stopping political rallies, cultural gatherings or conferences, and so on. Stopped Ugandans who are coming from stopped people who are coming from outside. All those measures, you remember them. They are the ones which have been with us since the 18th of March. So I don't want to read them again, although they are all recaptured here in my speech, the written speech. In our bush language, you remember, all these measures were aimed at simama, piga magoti, nyamanzeni, and sikiriza. That's really what we were doing. Muyimirire, mukutamyoko, kutama, it's kneeling. Kneeling is what? Okufukamira, that's not military. Kufukamira is like ukweyanza. Piga makote, okuteka amaju. Piga magoti and listen. And listen. In that way, you can hear clearly the Banyankore will say, if something is walking in the grass softly, you can hear. If you stop, you kneel down, you listen, you hear better. So that you locate its approximate position in the bush, and then you take action. In that listening, we have confirmed what we already suspected, that the danger, the polluting factor, again, you Abanyankore use a word there, ebitokozi, something falling into a tea. Ekitokozi, falling into a tea. That these bitokozi, these pollutants, were coming from Dubai, from the UK, from the United States of America, and from China, etc., either directly into Uganda or, in a minority of cases, through the neighboring countries. We did this identification through quarantining the returnees and testing them after 14 days, then tracing their contacts, the people they had interacted with, but also testing Ugandans who got worried that they may have picked up the virus even when they have not traveled and volunteer to be tested, as well as testing the cargo lorry drivers from the neighboring countries and the ones of Uganda. We have now tested a total of 38,845 persons belonging to the different categories. Only 89 persons have tested positive, have been found with the virus out of this number. Recently, our health workers added a fifth category that they call rapid assessment survey. Under this survey, they randomly test people who could have interacted with the lorry drivers. They also test the border communities, the border people near the borders. They test immigration people because they interact with many people. They also test law enforcement people, the policemen who are stopping people on the road. And they also test patients in hospital in case they have other diseases, but they also check this one. And then the medical workers. Out of these 601, psych tests have so far been done, and one person has been found positive out of the 601. This positive case is already part of the 89 positive cases mentioned above. However, the 601 study samples are not part of the 38,845 routine tests done. Therefore, the curve of the spread of the coronavirus in Uganda is as follows below, and you can compare it with the curves of other countries in the world. The curve is here. It will be, on the TV, it will be amplified. It is quite flat, slightly, almost maybe 10 degrees from the horizontal. This means that we have somehow tamed the virus, although we cannot say that we have eliminated it. I therefore congratulate the Ugandans for doing what I knew they could do. The Ugandans can undertake any effort, they can make any sacrifice to defend themselves in any and all legitimate causes. Mbamanyi nti Abannayuganda muli balwanyi tewaliwo ekisobola kutulema bwe tusalawo okwerwanako. I know this because I led them, I led you people, your parents in the anti-Amin war. I led them in the Rural Liberation War of 1981-86, and the wars against the terrorists and cattle rustlers between 1986 to 2007, when we defeated the ADF in the Semlik Park. The picture of the market women that have camped in the market without going home ever since the 18th of March 2020 reminded me of when the 1 million people of the Royal Triangle camped in the forests and the savannah, having run from their homes. They stayed out of their homes until victory in 1986. So when I see people worried that Uganda, I know that Ugandans can defend themselves. If They are well explained. Congratulations for resurrecting the royal triangle spirit of sacrifice and volunteerism, Wanachewa, and putting to shame the culture of opportunism, Nalirawa, and careerism, Nonyamirimu. That's not part of our culture. The royal triangle culture is Wanachewa, is Moyo wa Gwanga, Moyo wa Uganda. When it comes to fighting the virus, the NRM always fights difficult but intelligently structured wars. Techulina kulwana entalo z'okutomera. We don't fight wars by bumping into things. Kulwa obusungu, kulwa tukozesa mutwe. Mutwe n'omutima byombi. The mutwe is you use intelligence, the head, and the heart you use devotion. We never fight suicidal wars. That is called adventurism. When you fight a war, that is adventurism. You fight a war in order to win. You should fight a war that is strategically winnable. You're able to win it in the long run. Similarly, in this anti-coronavirus war, our strategy is to prevent the spread of the disease initially by the concentration of the masses of the people avoiding getting infected. That's why we said all the concentrated groups go home, scatter. Scatter. Don't remain concentrated. All the 35 measures were just aimed at this. If you look at all these 35 measures, the majority of them were on that issue of muleke kwerundana mwenaganaye. Don't gather, scatter yourselves. Muleke kwerundana. Don't omuluganda tukyogera okwekunganya okwenaganagasha, how do you call it? Okwenaganaga, okwewa mabanga. You don't have one word. Anyway, scatter, kusamba. Anyhow. The Okwenaganaga, that Runyankura one is, because that's deliberate. So the question is, how do you achieve the two? How do you avoiding mass infection, but not committing suicide? By doing two main things: dispersing all the main concentrations of people and stopping their movements. That's why it is important to stay at home, but allowing farming, because farming had no okwekunganya. Farming is, we are always in our gardens, not concentrated. Allowing manufacturing, construction, transport of cargo, and the essential services. That is electricity, water, and so on, to continue. We said these ones should continue. Farming, manufacturing, construction, transport of cargo, and the essential services. The majority of these have been moving well. We only got a problem with the interstate cargo transport, with the drivers of the lorries from the neighboring countries. I have, however, spoken to His Excellency Kenyatta, His Excellency Magufuli, His Excellency Kagame, and the matter of the lorry drivers, cargo drivers would be streamlined. I will also speak to His Excellency Salva Kiir and His Excellency Tshisekedi. I have not talked about Burundi because we don't have a direct border with Burundi. The Ministers of Health of Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, and Rwanda have been instructed by their leaders to harmonize on this issue. Actually, this challenge of the lorry drivers is good in a way. It has exposed the irrationality of using lorries for long-distance travel. Why use lorries? Lorries are not the most efficient way of cargo transport. It is cheaper and safer to use railway and water transport where they are available, and also cheaper. Safer how? No accidents, no cargo theft. How are you going to stop a train and you steal from it? No spreading of diseases, no damaging of roads. So there is every reason to get rid of these lorries. A net ton of goods from Mombasa to Kampala by road is US $13. If you transport your cargo by a lorry, you pay 13 American cents per ton from Mombasa to Kampala. By rail, you would pay 7 cents, almost a half. So you wonder why people would leave the cheaper method and go to the more expensive one, which is so troublesome with so many problems that I have mentioned. Uganda, here in Uganda, we are going to repair therefore we in Uganda are going to repair the old railway line as we plan to build the new one, the standard gauge railway. With the old line working fully, goods can go all the way to Pakwach and Kasese and Bihanga. Even now, the Kampala-Malaba portion and the Port Bermwanza portion are fully operational. Hence, cargo can be transferred to the railway and the ships or wagon ferries. The Uganda Railways only needs to sort out the issue of the locomotives. However, there are no railway lines going all the way to South Sudan, to Congo, and to Rwanda, and by extension to Burundi. Although Burundi could use the water from Kigoma to Bujumbura, because there is linkage by water. There, we need to continue using the trucks. Nevertheless, the old line fully functional would reduce the road trips to maybe Bihanga, Kasese, and Pakwach for vehicles from South Sudan, Congo, and Rwanda. Therefore, all the Ugandans need to know is that it is suicidal to agitate for the banning of lorries transporting cargo now. Because I know some people have been saying, you shut the lorries, No. It is now. We cannot stop the lorries. Then in that case, we shall not be fighting an intelligent war. We shall be fighting a war to react without calculating. Moreover, what needs to be done is for our granddaughters to keep away from these drivers. Because that's what we should concentrate on. Our granddaughters keep away from these drivers. Katumba is going to make sure that these drivers, first of all, don't get out of their trucks. They only stop at some few points. But also, our granddaughters, please stay away from these people. We are not going to allow them to stay in hotels, as they have been doing. They will just stay in their vehicles. There's even a suggestion that they can even come with their food from where they are coming from. Why do you have to buy even food locally? Because you can come with the ntanda. Peko. Is it peko? Peke? Eh? Yes. Peke? Peke. You can come with peke and ntanda all the way from where you are coming from, and you don't have to disturb anybody. So, mugumikirize, as we work on shifting cargo to the railway, we shall have to put up with these lorries, and the easy thing to do is our granddaughters stay away from those people. The lockdown was in order for us to understand the problem better, but also to prepare better. The real solution for the virus is immunization and treatment, which are being worked on by us and others. We are working on the vaccine, and others are also working on the vaccine. President Trump today was saying that we may have a vaccine by the end of the year. There are many other people who are working on it. However, what is available now is prevention by avoiding infection, and the treatment that is being given in the specialized hospitals, provided the numbers are not too many. That's the strategy now. Avoid, so that if there are some unavoidable cases, there are not too many, and we are therefore able to concentrate on them. The last 45 days of lockdown have given us time to be better prepared on the front of prevention by the avoidance of infection. We are better prepared in the following areas. Number one, the local factories, such as Nitil, Fine Spinners, Murwana, Professor William Bazeyo, Yuri, are either manufacturing the face masks and the personal protective equipment, or are in the process of manufacturing them. So that capacity we did not have 45 days ago. We now have the capacity to make a large number of masks. Two, the local factories, 38 of them, are now making enough quantities of sanitizers, because that one also was a problem at the beginning. These are companies like Saraya Manufacturing, Wonders Products, Dye Natural Products, Nucleus Harvest Limited, Adima, Royal Industries, Global Chemical Limited, Ranisho Logistics, Shin Plus Cosmetics, Zest Pharmacy, etc. 38 of them, they are making sanitizer. So very soon Uganda will be exporting sanitizers to the rest of the world, because you know you have your waragi, which has been doing nothing really, killing you. Now, mbayoza waragi wamwe kati agenda kufuuka ow'omugaso. Guli omulimo waragi gwebaddeko nze nsikuwagira, because me I'm always awake except when the few hours I sleep. Abasalawo okwetamiiza nti Yesu lwaza okumala esawa meka. Nsibiwagira. Norwich, I'm very happy to hear that waragi now has found a good use at last. When you boil it more, you get a very good sanitizer. So I think now Uganda is going to be famous in the whole world. Maybe Brazil are the ones who can compete with us. But with our bananas, with our cassava, with all those things, we can supply sanitizers to the whole world. Simanya katale kensi yonna aka sanitizers mukanoonyereze mulabe kalina sente meka. So here we are now self-sufficient. Number 3, in addition to the specialized treatment centers in Entebbe, Mulago, and the Women's Hospital, there are now another 14 treatment centers set up at 14 regional hospitals spread across the country. These are Arua, Gulu, Lira, Soroti, Moroto, Mbale, Hoima, Jinja, Mubende, Fort Portal, Kabare, Mbalala, Masaka, and Naguru referral hospitals. Furthermore, district surveillance and laboratory focal persons can collect samples from suspect cases and contacts and send them to Kampala or Entebbe UVRI for testing through the 100 established transport hubs. Below the regional hospitals, there are those contact points, 100 of them in the whole of Uganda, where the people go from to collect samples. Don't think that every health center will collect these samples. There is some confusion on that. It is only those selected points, 100 of them in the whole of Uganda, who have been trained to collect samples from people who are suspected to have the coronavirus, because it is quite dangerous. So, because of these regional treatment centers, this is why some patients have already been successfully treated at Ajumani. Ajumani, a person was treated and healed there. Hoima, somebody was treated and healed there. Masaka, Arua also. Some people are in Arua now. So this capacity at that time when we started was not well organized. It is now there. Number 4, our vast network of the resistance councils. May I use call them resistance councils, But you people in your CA, you said no, that the name Resistance Council is not good. I don't know why. You call them local council, that they are local. Fine. But for me, I liked the other one, Resistance Council, that have made the villages a no-go area for people who try to sneak into the country secretly from outside. This is a capacity which is part of our history. That very powerful mass organization in the form of these resistance councils. It is these resistance councils that got the 2 Burundi refugees that had escaped from Nakivale refugee camp, gone to Dar es Salaam, and tried to sneak back into the country through Rakai, assisted by a Ugandan border rider against the provisions of the health regulations. So it is the resistance council that captured this group. Only the other day, the LCs got us a student who had sneaked back from a technical school in Bukoba, in Tanzania, to the village of Bulanga, Bale Parish, Chibanda sub-county in Rakai. A student had quietly come from Bukoba in Tanzania, but he was identified by the LCs. The 2 Burundi refugees, the stupid border cyclist that was carrying them, and the students from Bukoba have all tested positive. All this is the work of the LCs. I thank you so much. My partners at the national level, the politicians, must agree with my view that the scientists must be paid what they would earn internationally. We must pay the security forces better, and the LCs must get more support. Because these are really the strong points of the system. The scientists, the security forces, the resistance councils. If you support this, you will get much better results. Together with the private sector, because the other most important player are the private sector. Because the factories we are talking about, they are private sector. Masks, we're solving the problem of mask, private sector. It's not the government. We're solving the problem of sanitizers, private sector. We're solving the problem of powdered milk, private sector. These are the people that should support the private sector, the scientists, the security forces, the LCs. Then you can order in other categories, the teachers, the what. But you start with other people. I don't know why you start with people who are not together with the private sector. These 3 have done a lot for the recovery and the safety of Uganda. Number 5, the understanding and cooperation of the majority of Ugandans. I salute you again on account of what you have done. We have avoided images we have seen in other countries of coffins and coffins and coffins. You have seen this in some of the other countries. With these 5, even as we wait for the vaccine and more potent treatment drugs, it is high time we remember what the Banyankore say. The Banyankore say, you cannot refuse to sleep for the fear of dreaming a bad dream. And you stay awake, you say, no, because if I sleep, I may dream a bad dream. Because sleeping is vital for continued living. You can't avoid it. If you don't sleep, you will end up with a lot of trouble. We must therefore, basing ourselves on the limited preparation we have done, start slowly and carefully to open up, but without undoing our achievements. What are these achievements? Only 89 positive cases of both Ugandans and non-Ugandans in all this time. 55 of these have been healed and discharged. And no deaths related to the coronavirus. On of these 89, the Ugandans are 55. Then 12 Tanzanians, 14 Kenyans, 3 Burundi, 1 Canadian, 2 Chinese, 1 Indian, 1 Congolese. Now, within these 89, 30 are the truck drivers. 30 are the truck drivers. So the non-truck drivers are 59. Remembering that our survival core strategy is around, because remember, we said we can close in order to avoid the spread of the disease. But these ones here, those ones you can't close. And if you keep them open, we shall suffer, but not collapse. So therefore, remembering that our survival core strategy is around agriculture, because we said that if the agriculture is operating, is working, we shall not collapse. And you have seen it for the 5 days. We are continuing. Agriculture, factories, construction, food markets and shops, and the essential services. In opening up, we should start with measures that consolidate these. So when we are now going to start the opening up, the first measures should be to consolidate and round up these, because although they are operating, they are not always operating fully. Such measures are the following. Number one, with agriculture continuing to function, we had correctly allowed the food markets to continue operating. Hence, those will continue. Some portion of agriculture was supplying hotels on account of tourism. That has, of course, suffered. However, given the high sickness levels abroad, we cannot risk to open the airports or the land and water borders for passengers. Those that were supplying eggs, milk, etc. to hotels should look for other opportunities. One very innovative Ugandan is now processing egg yolk, omtoro, into egg powder, pasteurized egg yolk, and egg white, or wizi, into pastry cream for baking, mayonnaise, and the ekshankara, the egg shell, into highly nutritious porridge, which is rich in calcium, and also turned into animal feeds. So, our people must now broaden their enterprises, not just to depend on this fresh consumption of our products. There are deeper efforts that can help us. The milk producers are now processing milk into casein, a protein for food supplements and baby foods, into cheese, butter, ghee, etc. So agriculture will continue, only that we need to adjust here and there. Secondly, since the factories have been open, they need wholesalers to buy their products. Accordingly, we shall allow the wholesalers to open. However, the wholesalers will observe the social distancing rules. The seller must be 2 meters from the customer, but should be protected with a mask, and the customers must be 4 meters apart. These warehousing shops should not operate air conditioning. They must be air supplied by open windows and doors. If they are not where the storage is, of course storage, sometimes they need air conditioning for their own things, but where people are, air conditioning is not good. Number 3, also allowed to open are the hardware shops, so that they sell factory goods, cement, mitayimbwa, sengenge, paint, etc., but also supply the construction sites. Number 4, since cargo trucks are moving and have been moving, they need mechanics to maintain them. Accordingly, we shall allow the opening of the repair workshops and garages. Number 5, also to be opened would be the metal and wood workshops. Abo nabo sibangi nnyo ekiyitiridde katubaleke tulabe engeri gye ensonga bwe zitambulamu. Now all these businesses need insurance, insurance providers. Therefore, insurance providers will be added to the list of the essential services so that they can support the factories, the farms, and the shops. Business and other activities always have crooks among them. And that's why we need lawyers. Lawyers, so because lawyers are specialists in dealing with all sorts of people, the Uganda Law Society will be allowed a quota of 30 lawyers at any one time to provide urgent legal services to the different businesses and to handle urgent criminal matters like arraignment. Number 8, the restaurants will only be allowed to provide takeaways. The restaurants will be open, but not to allow people to come and sit there and eat and no. To provide the takeaways so that people come and take and to their homes. Number 9, warehouses are vital for the storing of factory products. They will also be allowed to open. We thought about the other big groups, but we said no, it is premature. If, for instance, we think of our grandchildren, the students, the schools, the 15 million, I don't feel, my grandchildren, many of them are here with me. I don't want them to go back to these schools yet, because I don't want sick grandchildren, because it's very complicated. Once there's still a virus around, you have the problems. How will they travel from home to the school? That means they will use public transport. We have to open public transport. 15 million, you remember there a time when they were going home, the whole thing got clogged up for 2 days. So you cannot say the schools open if you do not solve the issue of public transport. And if you allow public transport and all these people are sitting there together in these buses and minibuses, what are the risks? Because remember, we don't yet fully know where the tokos are, where these pollutants are. Once they are in the schools, many of our dormitories are overcrowded. How will they, what will be the situation there? And then many of the schools are day. Some schools are body, but the body also have the problem of crowding. But the day ones have also the problem of home school every day. So every day you are bringing people who have not been together in the night and you bring them together, then tomorrow they go back. The risks are too high. Let's first see, let the schools stay at home. My grandchildren, the grandchildren in the house, they are with me there. I am more comfortable with them than them going back to school in this situation. Because even if they miss a term, or even a year, it's better I have them than to hear that the grandchildren had a problem because we were too impatient. So these gatherings, big gatherings, when we weighed, we said no, let's just do for now what I've just read above. We have not yet thought it wise to allow either public or private passenger vehicles to operate. We don't think it is wise yet. Therefore, we direct that the modes of all these people going to work should be as follows. Buses, either owned or hired by the employer. The employer can hire the buses to take these people, dedicated to his factory. Cycling to the workplace by bicycle. This is the healthiest. Cycling is the healthiest. First of all, it is exercise, so good. Second, you are alone, you don't have anybody else. And with your mask on, you are not a danger to anybody. even if you pass by at high speed, you know, for us in Tungamo there, when you get to the slope, you remove the you remove the arms to show that you are an expert cyclist. So, he can pass by you with a huge, with wind, even the wind can take you. But because you have got your mask, it's not a problem. So we think bicycles are a very good mode of moving around. The other one is walking. Walking to the factory and walking back. So this will be the mode. We shall not allow public transport, we shall not allow private transport. Because private transport, you remember, gets abused, except for the other essential services for which Katumba gave you stickers. This means that the workers that were supposed to be encamped near the workplace should either maintain that, because that is the most preferred way, or if they cannot, they can now operate from home, but use any one of the modes of transport laid out above. Busing, cycling, or walking. The safeguard here is that these workers for factory, workshop, etc. are known. And we can even follow each one of them up to home and monitor his or her family. Yeah. That's why we think it is a manageable risk, because these people come, there are 200 of them in this factory, we know who they are. There is a chain, there is Museveni, there is Uganda, and we know where they are coming from. We can follow them there, go to their home, to their families, and monitor that they are not, if they have any problem, we can be able to locate it. This means, therefore, that the worker, when she or he goes home, should only stay at home. You, the Mukozi, when you go home, don't start okukyara now. Don't visit the neighbors, no. Factory, home. When you are home, you are just in your home. Why? So that if there is a problem will be with two groups, your factory colleagues, whom you can now check, and your family. But if you involve the neighbors, you involve what? Then you're creating a problem for us. That's why we are saying, go to work, get back home, stay at home. Don't kuchala, don't go to kunyu, no. This is to enable us to monitor what is happening in the country with these limited groups of Ugandans, so that it can guide us up to the next stage of more opening up. The other safeguard in this is that we are going to make it mandatory for everybody who is not in his or her house to wear a cloth face mask covering all the time the mouth and the nose. This is currently being produced by Nigeria and other factories. Why this type of mask? This is not the surgical mask worn by health workers while in clinics. It is not the N95 mask worn by healthcare workers in isolation treatment centers or those taking samples from suspected cases. It is, however, crucial that everybody that is going out in public should wear this mask, the other one, the ordinary one. Why? It is because, remember, the virus rides on the droplets. This virus cannot fly by itself. I hope my scientists agree with that. Akawuka kanafu tekasobola kubuuka kokka tekalina, it has no wings, tekalina amapapa nibagata ebiwawaatiro the wings. The kawuka has no mapapa. It has no wings. So how does it ride? On the what they call the droplets, the micro mucus from us. For me, the translation I have used is Orwoya. Orwoya, the other the breath, the air from the air full of moisture from us. It is because, remember, the virus rides on the droplets or Orwoya, invisible tiny mucus particles that come out of people's mouth or nose when they sneeze, or kwetiamra, cough, or cholera, or even breathing normally, kuitia. If you want to confirm this, go before a mirror and blow your hot breath to the mirror. You will see a film of mist forming on the mirror. Those are the droplets, or Orwoya, on which the virus rides for about 4 meters from the infected person to the victim in the case of sneezing. When you quit chamra, you project, or coughing, cholera. If it is ordinary breathing or kuitia, the virus may go for about 1 or 2 meters from the infected person. The masks, you see the mask on the nose, the mouth, stops that ride, deprives the virus of that horse. Because the virus needs the horse of the other mucus, droplets. The droplets, or Orwoya, are trapped in the mask. The horse, you put a katimba, a chain link, the horse cannot go through. And if the horse cannot go through, the rider also is stuck. Because this rider is a disabled one. He cannot go by himself. He goes by riding on the mucus. If the mucus doesn't go. So that's why this mask really, if we understand it well, it can really help. This means that the mask may become a seed bed. However, when you keep the mask on, and this virus keeps going in if you are infected, then itself it becomes a store of the virus. That's why I use the word seed bed. And in Tungamu, we call it a bed. A bed empty. A bed. So this is now a bed of the virus. You therefore need to do 2 things. First, at the end of each day, put off that mask, wash it with soap, dry it, and iron it. with a hot flat iron, pass. All the viruses will die. Secondly, because during the day one may keep adjusting one's mask, one should wash hands frequently with soap or use hand sanitizers so that it does not infect the surfaces. With these limited measures of opening up in the first phase, we should maintain the other measures of social distancing, staying at least 4 meters from the next person, even in the factory or any other workplace, regularly sanitizing surfaces such as tabletops, door handles, and factory floors, eating fruits and taking vitamins, etc. Nobody who is coughing or sneezing should be allowed to mix with others. And when you have a fever, contact your nearest health unit by phone. Do not go to the health center. Because see the policeman in Masindi, when he felt somehow, he went to the hospital, until the hospital who suspected and said, let's take your blood and send it to Entebbe. But by so doing, he now created a new contact in the hospital. That's why the hospital people must now be checked also. Therefore, with this virus, don't go to the health center. Stay at home and ring. And say, Banange, ebyange wano. Better go quick in Kenya. Why? I have this. I don't know whether it is this problem I hear people talking about. Then the health center people will contact the hub people, Abakugu, who are not necessarily in this health center, but who are in the area. They come, find you at your home, take the sample, and will go away. The results will find you at your home. So that thing should also be very well understood so that we don't waste time on that one. People from the hub will come and take a sample from you without mixing with other people. If there is a positive person discovered in an area, that area will be put in the quarantine for 14 days, as we did with the Masindi police barracks recently. Also, the family of the students from Bukoba in Tanzania has been put in quarantine. This is 13 in number. All the family of the boy were put in the quarantine. All the other measures announced earlier will stay in place for another 14 days, and we shall then review the situation just before the end of that period. These are the big measures we took at the beginning of the crisis: the closure of schools, the suspension of public assemblies for politics or culture, the religious suspension of religious assemblies, etc., etc. All those remain in place. What I have not read here remains in place. The virus may move in the population in spite of all these measures. When it moves in the population slowly, according to our scientists, it is actually good because we get manageable numbers of infected people at any one given time, whom we treat and they get healed, like the 55 that have been healed now. With the immunity of these people, they now become a type of fire break for the virus. So, kino ekintu ekyakawuka okutuyingiramu mpola mpola temukitya nnyo, kubanga bwe kayingira omuntu n'alwala n'awona, oyo kati afuuse insulator, ekintu ekigaana amasannyalaze okuyitamu, because in future he will not be infected and he will not pass it on. When the virus comes to them, they can no longer be infected by the virus. And the emponoka, the Nyankore word for survivor, is emponoka or konoka, can no longer transmit it. Survivor. It is similar to the way we used to fight fire, wildfire. Worried about the uncontrolled wildfire, a careful homeowner would at night, when there is some coolness and moisture in the air, start a fire around the homestead deliberately that would create a belt of oruira, burnt grass, around the home. You burn deliberately around the home. You create a bare patch there. This is called octrelera. That's what they call it in Nyankore. That belt of deliberately created ruira would stop the wildfire when it comes. The healed, in this case of the corona, are a friendly ruira, a friendly fire break. The war against the virus seems not to be a quick decision war, but a protracted one until we get a vaccine. With the economy, see what I said on the 1st of May 2020, day by day. We shall manage both health-wise and economically if we follow this plan. The virus has been with us since the 21st of March, when the first positive person was discovered. It is now 43 days since that date. We have had 89 cases, nobody has died, and 55 people have been healed. This is in spite of testing 38,845 persons. That is not bad. Up to now, we have avoided the tens of thousands of coffins you have seen on TV in other countries. We can defeat the virus if we act correctly. Remember, number one, do not go in public when you are sneezing or coughing. Number two, do not be less than 4 meters from one another. Number three, do not shake hands or hug, including the childish knocking of enkokora, of elbow. I don't know why people want to touch one another. Totally unnecessary. Number four, wash hands often. Number five, do not touch with unwashed hands your eyes, nose, or mouth. Number six, regular sanitize surfaces that are used by many people, tables, door handles. Number seven, put on masks when you are away from your home and you are in public. There are Ugandans who have been caught by the virus crisis in Kampala area who want to be allowed to walk to their home villages so that they can get food more reliably. We are studying that idea to see the dangers of spreading the disease involved and the benefits. So we shall study it and advise you. Avoid domestic violence. I hear there's a lot of domestic violence because we are not used to staying with one another. The Wanyankore say, you just to run in, you just to angane. When you invite somebody to stay near you, it is similar to an invitation to hate one another. Because when you are far, You thought you were friends, but when you come near, I'm talking nice. So, avoid domestic violence. I'm told that some of the families are not used to being near one another. But I want to remind you that families are the purpose of life. Byomukora byonna mulina okumanya nti abaana bwe bulamu. Or other things, jobs, education, food, all these are facilitations for life. But the real life, even resurrection, I'm really looking forward to going to heaven. That when I go from here, I also imagine on the other side. I'm looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I already see some resurrection in my grandchildren. I think I've already resurrected. So I think the other one will be second resurrection. The other one, when I stay up there watching them here, that will be additional. But I'm very happy I'm already resurrected because I can see the new Museveni is running up and down. Oh, this is Museveni really. So when you say that you whatever problems you have among yourselves, remember that the family is the basis of life. Use dialogue instead of fighting. You don't have to agree, however, you do not have to fight. The banks and landlords are demanding the payment of loans and rent that are demanding the payment of loans and rent are not reasonable. They may not cancel the debts or the loans. You don't have to cancel the debts or the loans. They can, however, reschedule them. That's what we're asking you. We are not saying that forgive the rent. No. Say you pay me when you start working again. The government will not tolerate such inconsiderate actions because remember, you are making money out of us. You're making money out of us because we are here. There's peace in the country. And you are making money from and out of us. So when we have a problem, you should share in our problem. You cannot say, no, for me, I want my pound of flesh like Shylock, the one of the merchant of Venice. No. When you say that, we may also have another opinion of you. Because this is not a story. It's not if somebody is not able to pay rent, you can know why he is not able to pay rent. Because he has not been working for 45 days now. So please, landlords, banks, stop this. I thank you, Ugandans. God is helping us. We shall win. I thank you very much. Okay. Now, regarding the donations, we have decided that midweek, I may get time and just sit down with a few colleagues here and we'll read the donations. I've seen that our figure has gone up. I hear it is now 21,000 billion, 21 billion. Thank you so much. I want to assure you that this money will not be eaten mujuju. Just do things which njagala sente zino zikole ekirabika, which will be there for forever. So I thank you, but we shall get time in midweek where I can read the whole list, assisted by some of the colleagues here. Thank you. God bless you. What are the figures?
kola di hardware munkubiri nga wana masimu mwankuba nti abazimbi bazimba batya nga di hardware tidikola mnango mukulembeze wanga awulire ayamalijo kuba atenga mukola n'amateeka agenda ulo aga distance eda meters eina okuba atenga mwambala obukokolo buli muntu ali jova waka okubanga oli omu ku bantu bali jo kuba atenga bakola okutandika ni saawa eno olina okwambala ka mask ku munwa gwo enteekateeka y'olijja okuba ate ng'okafunamu olijja akatoolawa akulaze yebuva so eri abampeereza wano message mbu president tatukobeire ba gavumenti erijja agaba bumasiki bwabwereere enteekateeka diriditi president atasogaireeko olijja akeegulira kamasiki ako kambale kyovaako byenti osobola okwira yeka wakooza wakakuba paasi di workshops di hardware yankobe dirijja akola imwe garage edendawulo garage mukulembeze abawulire mulaje inino wano mukulembeze yabawulira mulijja kuba atenga mukola ayi waliwo garage eddaali nga ditendeka abantu nga garage ayi atenga mulimu abaana abasomeramu obuli amasomero agagali hands on so tidi ekyo kirijja akolebwa kitya eriyo garage ng'okuigulawo dirijja kubaamu bamakanika abakola daabamu ne bamakanika abeega mwabamu ne bamakanika abaidde omwokuba olwali so weyagana nti garagi buti erimu abantu oti 200 aye nga bamakanika abalikola ku motoka bali 50 so ndowooza bamakanika ensonga eyo tugiterezeemu omukulembeze wanaategeera nti garagi dona difuuse kabiri isolozo ly'abantu alijja adigalawo mu maiso eyo kubanga akobye wagati wa wiiki alidda kwogera so wagati wa wiiki eyo kubino singa okuva olwaleero paka wanaidde okwogera ku n'abaako ekisatamba bulungi asobola okwiramu yakigalawo abantu ba metalworks abantu ababadde bibwadde mwe ab'embaawo ayi mumulodde mumemukolanga embaawo ebibande ebisinga bebikola bwera yati yabyogeraku yesi waliwo ebyabwe betibikola ayibe abasinga bebakola insurance offices zedede insurance akobye nti Donald akusobola okuba ate nga dikola ba lawyers medda kubanga bakola di restaurant butoninyira bebukole enaku dino aye nga abantu batyamu omwo abandi mwataawo enkola y'okutambuza emmere mwatwalira abantu awantu mulijja kubanga mukola aye timukayikirizibwa restaurant okuva olwedo timukayikirizibwa kutyamya abantu munda bantu batyamu omwo abantu oti 10 abantu oti 30 bali kulya akatogo bali kulya emmere sikaki emmere eyo mugitambuze mugitwalira abantu omuntu alijja akubira esimu nti asobola okuba ate ng'omuleetera emmere senior techno nkulamwisa kwebwembaawo ali omu ku bantu abayenda ino okuba ate nga batumya emmere. So mwidda kubanga mukola mobile food, then the warehouses dona dda kusobola okuba ate nga dikola. Then in essentials ni nedindi yayogeraku dda kusobola okuba nga deyongeraku automatically abanamawulire amadwaliro yafesi edindi deyayogeraku essentials edde dasooka didda kuba nga dikola. Ku mirimu muli gyatuukangayo muli gyatambuliranga mu baasi aye nga company oba eikolero oba mukamaawo napangisa baasi yo yabatamu ng'abakozi yabaleeta ku mirimu mwasobola okuba ate nga mukola. Waliwo atawulire makolero, amakolero gabe gakola omukulembeze wanga yagakuba asuza abantu kumpi. Era nga wano musibuga eseidinda eikolero lya bidiko teri boine lyali stand sosuza abantu wano ku nsonga eyosuza abakozi kumpi n'eikolero. Omukulembeze wanga abawera option yakuba nti mbonanga sikaabakolera musobola okusigala nga mukikola kubanga nekisinga aye mbanga mbonanga sibakalubire kusendi disibakalubire musobola okuvuga baasi eyo watwala abakozi waka bavuga obugaali oba mwatambula. Olwedo ndisuubira okubona abantu ku luguudo abali gyotambula bangi okusinga ku naye batambulanga aye ate ne bwe bali kutambula omukulembeze kyendi kwenda okuba ate era nga nkuloopera kiri nti abantu ne bwe bali kutambula social distance teri kubaawo. Abantu we batambula ku luguudo olwo baba bangi. So ndowooza entambula yonna eyo Abannayuganda iffe beene tube nga twetaamu social distance eyo. Owakoze nti mutambula kale mutatambula nga mugemagaine ku akagero omusiri nti mukooye nga muli kwebunga walala. Kyonna kiraga nti omuntu kwime wana aba afunye ekirwaire mwena mwidashifuna ate sijabeera kizibu minisitule y'ebyobulamu okutegeera nti abatambwire wano ku luguudo okuva wano okutuuka wano babaire bavaawa babaire bajjaawa. Sawa no oyinza obona omuntu ng'agemye ava saidi wane mwidinda aliva idinda mukibuga alijja bugembe waweza oti buli omu ajja bugembe nga mulimu abeewairaka mulimu n'abeiganga. Then ensonga eyindi omukulembeze wange akobye nti waliwo abantu abali mu kibuga e Kampala ate nga ndowooza nti Kampala yonka obuli ne mu bibuga ebyendawulo ne mu kibuga eky'eidinda bibuga ebyendawulo mulimu abantu lockdown yabagemera mu kibuga nga bawesiisa emmere aye nga saawe n'abantu abaali batemera embooli, abantu abaali balima amatooke, abantu abaali basimba mwogo. Saidde kalire abantu bakeka embooli balina amabuya nga gaatuuka omuntu ng'asobola okuva mu kibuga awo yatuuka ku mukyalo yafuna emmere yeerayo mu kibuga. Ndowooza nti omukulembeze oba oyogere ku nsonga eya baasi nga ddiikirizibwa okuba nga ditambula mu ngeri enteeketeeke tikobye nti baasi dijja kwira mu ditambule balirayo kino mukitegeere. Mukulembeze baasi dayogereku tikuba nti baasi paaka dijja kwira mu dikole denejaba special arrangement. Ndowooza abantu bano basobola okoleba special arrangement bajja mu bibuga. Waliwo n'abantu abagemebwa ku myalo egy'endawulo aye nga amaadhi ku Lake Victoria gali kuweera boona bali kwenda kuvaawo baireyo mu byalo byaibwe aye bazira transport ebaizaawo. So ndowooza yafesi ya RDC mu madistrict ag'endawulo twandibe tukola ripoota dino omukulembeze waali kwirira okwogera ensonga eno yaba asobola okuba nga agirambulula nga mumaze okumulaga nti tulina group diti abantu bano bali kujja mu kyalo gundi tusobole obatwala ni baasi basobola okuba ate nga batuukawo buli omu yafuna kyafuna automatically ojja okuva mu kibuga ng'otuuse ewuwo yojja ng'obazo bakubira oba bakusimira embooli oba bakutemera matooke oba bakupaakingire kawunga abantu basobola okujona ku lulala baasi yabalinda asobola okuba ate ng'ebaleeta yabaiza. Abali kwenda okuba nga basigale mu kyalo basigalayo n'abali kwenda okuba ate nga bali kwira basobola okuba ate nga baira. Nkukobe nti buli muntu ajja ova wakoona kw'olwedo alina okwambala masiki. President atulaze wano nti local industries disobole okuba ate nga dikola naitirwe eri tukolera masiki yakuba nti ate tulina akola vaccine akyongeire kweisira nsanuika ino era nayongera okuba ate nga nkuba ku ne mu ngalo akobye nti tulikola vaccine weene wano so siba situizaamu amaani. So nsuubira tutafuna kabiri mu masiki engeri ejja okuba nti buli muntu ajja obukozesa abantu ab'endawulo bakuba nti butika tuyiye buli kivaayo eriyo bumasiki abantu bedda okuyiya aye nga tibukola. So tunoonya ekintu ekiri ku mutindo ekijja okuba ate nga kikolera Abannayuganda. Social distance tugikuume okwotaire n'okulya ebibala okuba ate nga wobanga ofunyemu obuzibu otajja ku iddwaliro bino bibatukubanga mbu go to the nearest center kubira omusawo okuba oti musawo Irene nze ndiwuya mu buzibu musawo Irene edasobola okuba ate nga akubira bekigema kubaide woli so tiwetaaga kujja wa musawo Irene yali ku drug shop awo ayikubira musawo Irene wakubira musawo Peter baida kusobola okuba ate nga bakola ekisoboka baide babenga bakolako omukulu President His Excellency ensonga eno zena ndakwongera ku eddoboozi lyange abantu bano bali kulwangawo otuuka eri abantu ti omuntu abaawo okumala ebbanga nga bakaale kutuuka so yafesi ya RDC mugemagana ne baisentebe President yayogere ku baisentebe b'ebyalo leero nkyeboneireku nga baisentebe ab'ebyalo abadiso ne bagiso abali ku kyalo abategeera abantu basobola otuuka abantu mangu okusinga ku RDC so RDC ogemagane n'abantu bano ndowooza ensonga enda kusobola okuba ate nga etambula bulungi balandiroodi ni banka mulabwirwa mutagoba abantu mu mayumba mutababanda sente nga mulikuba tap pressure wazira mu scheduling esente dino kitegeeza ki okuva omwezi ogwokusatu nakuba omwezi nga abina lulala okusinziira ku mukulembeze twakatambuze nakwana na isatu tunatera okuba nga tuweze emyezi ebiri ekitegeeza omuntu ababeera akalizasula sente da mwezi gwa kusatu otamubinga nti okaali kunsasula mwezi da gwa kusatu osobola okuba ate ng'otereka esente edo odogwa okusatu edogwa okuna oba edogwa okutaano nzo otuuka negw'omukaaga nabwene ku edindi ku kaadi singa diriku ogw'omukaaga sente edo edadisasula aye niwe ekibanga kisoboka musobola okulingaganamu ndowooza ndi mukaire kano twandika mwandikendeezizaaku empiiya edda ababeera asasula emitwalo 2 osobola omukendeezaako 5 byabantu byakuba ate nga tutegeeragana kubanga abantu balikola niwe tunaaba ate nga tuviire mu lockdown eno ng'okobya oti abantu president nga kyakube nti badde asasulanga omuntu ajava mu lockdown yeetaageyo emyezi egindi oti ena okusobola okuba ate nga atereera kino wekibanga kintu ng'enteekufuze fenafena yatufuze twagwa mu kiina so oti buli omu alina engeri yajja okwetoola mu kiina according buli omu mulimu gwajja otandikira kwokola nti saawa eno abaasalibwa ku makolero ku mirimu egy'endawulo nga baali bakolera abantu bangi bajja kuyira ati bajjayo bamusaala gwa myezi zino gye baali tebakola oti omuntu oyo nga taweerebwa musaala gwa myezi zino gy'abeere takola ng'ayo alijja kuyira ku mulimu tutegeere nti kale katukobe nti ennaku 14 edirangirirwa olunaku olwaleero eddindi nti wedibanga liweireyo kumala ennaku 14 omuntu asasula rent w'emyezi 3 ajja kuba nga etaaga emyezi egindi 6 esegeeza kusasula rent w'emyezi 3 niye naasobola okuba ate nga abaawo amasomero gajasigala maigale amakanisa n'emisigiti ne public gathering akobe ntasobola kuba ate nga tampalinga ni kino kubanga kibanga kikaleeta abantu bangi ino Uganda twakakebera abantu emitwalo 3 na 8 lunana 4 na 5 kubano 89 bakakeberwa nga balina ekimbe kino ate nga kubano 5 na 5 basiibulwa kitegeeza ki era okusinziira kubano abannayuganda mu bano bali 5 na 5 kubano abakakeberwa 89 nga balina ekimbe abannayuganda bali 5 na 5 abannatanzania bali 12 abannakenya bali 14 Burundi Burundi bali 3 abannacanada mulala abachina 2 omuyindi mulala ate nga omukongo mulala wakaliwo esubi nti embere kasobola okuba ate nga etedera kalantini eyongezeibwayo enaku 14 okuva olunaku luno olwaleero era nga okuva enaku edde 14 edinaabadiweireyo omukulembeze alaga nti weda kusobola okuba ate nga balekulalekulamu ku ebintu ebindi donation zaakubya alijja kwira asobola okuba ate nga adogeraku nedde edindi ku nsonga yebaziza abannayuganda mwebala okuba ate nga mugoberera kafirewo ya ssaawa ndala okwoteire n'abantu okuba nga tujja kuba ate nga twebunga walala n'okuba nga tunaabe mu ngalo twambale bumasiki funa kamasiki onaku olwaido woba olijja kutambula funa kamasiki otagezesa bana byakwerinda nenda kubasiima okuva yetutandikire paka nisa ndakikadi mpoire kutijja afuna masimu we neirala ayuna ko redo okuva essaawa ndala paka ssaawa 2 program webuzibire ndakuba ate nga ngemagana nimwe omukulembeze wange akasemba yakobe banange mutayombagana domestic violence mugemagane ate musobola okuba ate nga mutesaganya ninze Samu Mwesigwa mbendeza obwire obulungi tunaba atenga tugemaganya n'ensho munsho tudda kusobola okuba atenga tubalinga kubaka baife abalijjo okuba atenga bakola sefite bazinga mwene kyalo kino funvwa ebyanda n'ebyanda Katonda banaba bugemwire bulungi twiremu encho muncho.
Enoni Baba TV obusoga bulayire. Otasubwa ku Baba TV.
Muziki ku muziki.
Mix ku mix.
Wana woli tukutukaku.
Party after party.
Takutamusa no takutolaka stress anti dija wiki. Ezira nsonga kutola kuchinta buli okuva olw'ebbalaza paka olw'okutaano. Ekinta buli kunumira bunumire.
Otasubwa ku Baba TV.
Tukwaniriza mu program efumbiro. Mu program eno tukubisa mu lugendo lw'okuteekateeka emmere ey'omulembe waafunamu emmere empoomu era enteeketeeke obulungi. Tuli wano okwegesa enfumba ey'endawulo bulido gye weegomba okwega. Okufumba kwangu kusoboka era bamwekakafu okwega enfumba ey'endawulo mu makaago. Buli lwe tufumba twida kukoberanga emigaso gy'ebika eby'emmere ey'endawulo mu bulamu bwo. Buti twegaiteeko buli lwa Sande ssaawa 7:30 paka 8 tufumbire walala